Testing. Can you hear us, ladies and gentlemen? Testing. You sure we're live?
Yeah.
I see it. It's live. It's as live as it gets.
My thing is not showing up. This is lightweight awkward.
We're
You
live.
guys hear me? See me? Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. Guys, welcome back, everybody.
Wait, Smitty's not here. Where'd Smitty go? Where'd Smitty go?
Guys, we've been having a little bit of trouble with technical
Smitty wasn't
difficulties
here.
right now.
Oh, there he is. Hey, we're live.
Yeah, good.
We're live, Smitty.
We're good. It's all good, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Quarantine with the Creators, your lovely creators here on Mishmash TV, hanging out with us today. So you guys, you lovely people in chat, you mods, you community members can get to know them. Sorry we are late. We had some technical difficulties. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see Calvin's beautiful face on screen, but you will be able to hear his beautiful voice. We had some technical difficulties that we can't really figure out right now, but we do have Smitty2447, part of the Mishmash family, CalvinThomasus Music, Miles, MSFan. We also call him Miles, sorry, good friend of ours. KatyBentz as usual, TumbledoreZ, we got Wlidey, we got iamHambinoTV, and I am KingKov. You already know me, sort of. Who knows? Anyways, guys, welcome everybody to Quarantine with the Creators, where you guys get to talk to your lovely and wonderful, amazing creators from Mishmash TV. We are going to get started with introductions as usual. We will start with a good friend of ours, Smitty2447. If you would like to introduce yourself, let us know how you got into Twitch, how long you've been streaming for, and what you are currently streaming on your channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, thank you guys again for having me. I'm Smitty, as Cobb just said. I got into Twitch really because I wanted to play video games, and my ex-girlfriend did not like me playing video games, and it was an excuse for me to play more video games. And that just kind of turned into something, because also like career-wise, I'm in broadcast, television news, and digital now. And so they've all kind of, I really feel like Twitch has helped progress my career, or progress me in my career, as far as working the digital and production side of things. So I really enjoy that stuff. And really, it's a great place to just meet other people. I mean, I can't think of any other place that I just randomly meet people, like good people that I've had in my house now, that I've met IRL and stuff like that. So it's been fantastic being on the platform. I've been streaming now seriously for about 3 years. I've been on the platform since like Justin TV. For you older folks, I'm probably one of the older ones in Mishmash. So there's
Good old
that.
Justin TV, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and right now, currently, I stream a lot of Overwatch. I'm looking to do some more creative things, like photo editing, maybe some video editing and stuff like that. I only stream on my channels twice a week, typically Thursdays, but I've changed that. So Fridays for sure, and then sometime this over the weekend. And then I'm a co-host for a couple of podcasts, one being the CFG Gamecast, which streams live on Saturdays, and then over at work, LAN parties. We also have a podcast for that, which Katie was a part of here this past episode. So make sure you go and check that out. And yeah, I'm Smitty. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the hell up.
Well, thank you so much, Smitty. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Next up, we got CalvinThomasus Music, another beloved Mishmash creator on our channel. Calvin, if you would like to introduce yourself to the chat, let them know how you got into Twitch, let them know how long you've been streaming for, and what you stream on your channel.
So I like normally play covers, and I normally play original tunes. And a couple of friends of mine ended up getting me into Twitch because I was broadcasting on Periscope a lot before this, and one of my friends recommended, hey, you should jump onto Twitch, but I was still doing Periscope at the time. And then another friend of mine noticed that the music community on here is it's insane.
That's
It's
very
really
true.
really fast, you know. And he was like, you know what, it's probably a good idea for you to jump on this. And so I decided, let's just go ahead and do this. And so I started streaming November 2018, late November 2018. And I had, people that came over from Periscope to see my Twitch streams, and I was able to interact with some new people from here. And since then, it's just been it's been really really awesome. Um, it's yeah. It's I've been on here for about almost like about a year and a half,
Nice.
and it's just been really fun.
That's awesome. And for those people in the community that have seen your channel and stuff, I'm sure they've seen you got a lot of instruments and stuff behind you when you're usually streaming. How many different instruments do you usually play on stream?
Usually, recently it's been guitar, vocals, piano, and bass. And then I also have a drum set behind me, but I can't really use that at the moment because I don't have another webcam to focus on it. Otherwise, you'll see me in the back banging on the drums, and it'll be kind of like that one dude who's trying to get noticed, but nobody will look at him, you know? Because
Gotcha.
that's not what I want to do here.
Gotcha.
So it's usually just guitar, vocals, piano, and bass, and then I have some percussion instruments and a lot of other things. So
Awesome.
it's a lot of
Definitely
instruments.
awesome. If you guys want to go check out Calvin Thomas, you definitely do that. Another one of our wonderful content creators on Mishmash TV. Speaking of which, a good friend of ours, MsFan93. Just want to introduce yourself, let the people know how you got into Twitch, how long you've been streaming, and what you stream on your channel.
All right, so I'm M's fan, not MS fan, not Miss fan. I get both of those a lot. I usually just go by Miles. Pretty much, I was like, hey, I don't have any friends. I play a lot of video games. Maybe I'll make some friends. Started doing it on a consistent basis about last January, I think. Playing mostly story games. I'm really big into like Assassin's Creed. I just finished Red Dead Redemption 2. Just started Far Cry 5 a couple days ago, and I play a lot of GeoGuessr. Apparently that's popular now.
He made it popular.
Yeah,
That's
let
how
me
I
let me
found out
just
about
let
it.
you guys know for sure. Everybody in the community right now, if you do not know what GeoGuessr is, you should definitely go watch Miles play that because he is like a geographical encyclopedia on that
Insane.
game. Five head is an understatement. 6 head and 7 head. That's probably like the newest definition for Miles because he is crazy good at that game.
I'm also bad at taking compliments.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, great guy. Miles is super nice, good friend of ours. But thank you, Miles. I appreciate it. Another one of our wonderful content creators. Production value is insane on his stream, Mr. TumbledoreZ. If you'd like to introduce yourself, let them know how long you've been streaming for, how you got started, and what you stream on your channel.
Well, yes, I'm TumbledoreZ. Kind of like a confluence of a few events caused me to start streaming. Basically, this YouTube sketch group I was in fell apart. I went through a breakup, and then Vine went away. So all of that, like I needed a creative outlet, so I decided to try Twitch. My first Twitch stream was back in 2015, but I've been on like a lot of breaks, so I think the vast majority of my streaming has been going on since August of 2018, especially like with the whole like high production value stuff. But yeah, no, I don't even really, I can't really tell you why what a single event caused me to be like, oh hey, let me start recording myself playing video games, have my face cam up so people can watch, because I've never actually been like too good at video games either.
Yeah.
But
Same.
you know, I always I just love the creativity that goes involved with everybody's stream, because it's basically having your own little web show, which I dig, and you get like instant gratification and instant responses from your chat, or instant trolling a lot of times. And yeah, right now I try to keep it consistent with like the video games I play. So I'm playing Animal Crossing and Dark Souls.
Ooh,
You know, just
good games.
yeah, both
Yeah,
with
the
similar
contrast.
themes, very evil characters, equally as hard. Yeah, I once played Skyrim with the Guitar Hero controller though, but it doesn't work anymore.
You're one of those. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's interesting. I think I saw somebody play like Dark Souls with like bananas and electrodes or something connected to like some sort of like controller interface, and that stuff's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Yeah. You guys should definitely go check out Tumble. He's got an amazing intro, which we did not get to experience when we first grabbed him for Mishmash TV, and his first day premiering just kind of blew everybody away with that. So that was pretty insane. Thank you, Tumble. Appreciate it. Next up, dear friend of ours, Mr. Music Production himself, Wlidey. If you'd like to introduce yourself to those of the people in chat who don't know you, go ahead and let them know.
I'm Wlidey. and I first was introduced to it was Justin TV at the time, like 10, 15 years ago or something. I was playing StarCraft 2, and I watched a guy named like Day9, and that was sweet. And then probably it wasn't until like 2015, my friends were like, "Hey, are you playing games tonight? I can't play, but you can stream your stuff so we can just watch you." So just some friends that lived in different states, we would just play, and then they would see that I'd play a game. But that's all that was. And eventually I decided I would start playing horror games. So then I started playing like I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And that led to me screaming like an actual baby child. And at the time, I had like a newborn and a wife, and I was screaming at like odd hours of the night, and we weren't getting enough sleep the way it was. And then, anyway, long story short, I had to stop doing that and waking up the baby. And then it took me about 3 years till probably just last year or 2018, 20 somewhere in there, to decide that, hey, you know what? I can move into this closet, and then I can scream like a baby, and it'll all be fine. And so now I'm in the closet screaming like a baby, and the rest is history. And then music wise, I've always done a lot of music. I play a lot of metal bands, chill bands, emo bands, punk bands, all sorts of stuff. So I've always been musically inclined, but I've never really gotten into production, and it's kind of my outlet, screaming in the closet, making weird tunes.
Well, you do a great job of it. Everybody should definitely go check out Wlidey too. It's always a fun time. I don't know if I think most of the people in here probably caught the first stream that you did on Mishmash TV, and that was a lot of fun. Wlidey's got a whole bunch of surprises, so if you guys haven't checked out his streams, please go do that. He's a nice guy, super funny, super entertaining. So go give him a follow right now. Thank you, Wlidey. Appreciate you. iamHambinoTV. Welcome, Hambino. Guys, say welcome to HambinoTV in the chat, please. A good friend of ours. We've known him for a while now. I think it's been like, most of the time that I've been streaming on Twitch. Great guy. If you want to let everybody know how you got into Twitch, how long you've been streaming, and what you stream on your channel right now, go ahead, Hambino.
All right. Hi, I'm Hambino, and I'm horrible with introductions, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So I started streaming probably for about 2-3 years, but just started getting like seriously into it probably last year. I started streaming basically just because like I like putting smiles on people's faces. I like interacting with people. Like I love it whenever say like I'm playing a horror game and I scream like a little girl, and I see everybody in the chat just like you baby, this, that, and another. I mean, it's hilarious. It's so much fun.
Yeah, Hambino's a great entertainer for sure. Sorry, continue.
And I usually play like first person shooters like Call of Duty and stuff like that, but I've been getting a lot into Overwatch a lot. We run, me and Smitty and all of us, we run a lot of Overwatch. It's always a great time.
Yeah, you guys got like a whole
yeah, we got a whole squad going on now. And then we got I just started getting back into League of Legends. I'm terrible at League of Legends. I'm awful, but it's always a good time.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna start running games and stuff like that in the Discord most likely.
Oh,
so if any of you guys play, join the Discord. Those are your wonderful creators of Mishmash TV. Nonetheless, for those of you that don't know, but I'm sure you do already know, because you've met us multiple times, below me and the Mishmash logo is KatyBentz, one of the producers on this channel. Katy, if you want to introduce yourself to all the lovely people in chat.
Yeah, hi, I'm KatyBentz. I've been streaming on Twitch for about 2.5 years, coming on 3. Variety streamer, and yeah, co-producer with Kov here on Mishmash TV. Kov, take it away. Tell us about you.
Started 8 months ago, variety streamer, don't know what I stream most of the time, and just like talking to chat. That's what I like doing. I like just chatting most of the time. But all right, thank you guys. Appreciate the introductions. Glad that we can have you guys here, and thanks for being part of Mishmash TV. We're opening up the chat to questions. If you guys would like to ask any of the creators or all the creators any questions, our mods will be taking questions from you guys, posting in the Discord so we can get them out. I think we already have some questions.
Yeah, we do. But first off, Black Widow Geek, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rick and his gang. Guys, I think we're at like 209 subs or something insane like that. That is.
Can we also get a shout out for Black Widow too, please? Good friend of the channel, very sweet, kind person.
All right, so our first question is from Hepcat713. Is it easier to be yourself during stream because the people watching you are not actually there? Or is it harder because there's no one actually there and you only have chat to judge reactions? And anybody can jump in at this.
I mean, I think, like, for me, I think originally it was weird and I was self-conscious and all those things, you know what I mean? But really when and for me anyway, it came from watching other people and how they interacted with people. Because again, being on the older side of things, I was already like had the mindset of like, oh, the internet's a scary place and people are gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna kidnap you and do all kinds of crazy stuff to you and whatnot. So like, it was very much for me a mindset change. And when I saw the genuine relationships and friendships and things like that you can make, it was, you know, it's like hanging out. Again, this is like, for me, it is a social outlet. I live in Vegas, but I hardly ever go out. I'd rather, you know, all my friends are online. What do I need to go out? All my friends are online. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I live in Kentucky. I live out in the sticks. So there's honestly not much to do. So I'm always online and hanging out and chatting with everybody and just hanging out.
Anybody else want to jump in?
Yeah, I guess for me, it's more of like a heightened version of my personality because like generally in my real life, I'm not like screaming at everything and like I probably go into more entertainer mode. I come from like an improv background too. But it's like when I'm streaming, I like to I really go off the energy of the chat, and then I take what like my normal response and heighten it up a little bit, just because I find it to be a little bit more entertaining for both chat and myself, to be honest.
Can I add on top of that? Please go follow Tumble, please. You won't be disappointed with that. His improv background definitely it's icing on the cake on his streams.
You're making me
Yo,
blush.
dude, I saw your twerk, dude. I saw your twerk, Tumble.
I don't have legs.
I saw it.
I can't.
That was good.
Legs.
That was good though.
Again, if anybody in the chat wants to ask questions to the creators, just post it in the chat and one of the mods will get that to us. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Next question we have from Waz, one of our lovely mods. Do you guys have any pre-stream routines or rituals that you guys like to practice before going live?
Can I take this? Kid aggro. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Anybody else? Anybody else like to add? You guys have any pre-stream rituals?
Being a half hour late.
I generally like to make some tea, mostly because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of singing, so it's definitely going to help my voice. I've noticed that there's certain brands that I get, there's certain flavors of tea that I have that calm me down, and I feel like I need that for my streams because sometimes they can be pretty chill, and then other times I'm playing song after song, and it's just the energy level just keeps rising for every song. So I need to find a way to keep myself balanced, and that tea often helps me with that. And then I guess just stretching beforehand, because I mean, granted, I don't really have to, stand up or anything like that, but if I do sit in one place for a long time, eventually I'm gonna get like super stiff. So I have to like at least stretch a little bit beforehand, so I'm not as, because I'm probably gonna be like stiff a little bit after the stream ends, but I'm not gonna be as. So usually just stretching, tea, and then I guess just trying to maybe predict how the stream's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Gotcha. Anybody else want to jump in on that?
Normally, I just play with my dog for a little bit.
Good old Hank. Guys, if you
Yeah.
guys haven't followed Hambino, you definitely should. If you have better Twitch TV, but he has one of the cutest emotes, and I'm just gonna leave that up to surprise for you guys. So go follow Hambino, please, and make sure you have better Twitch TV. Anybody else? I think we should move on.
Okay. So we've got another question here. What helped you find your niche on Twitch, and what tips can you give others to help them find theirs?
So
For me, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I
Welcome
think
to the
it helps,
Mishmash family.
to if you're trying to find your niche, then it's a good idea to, I don't know if this may not help, but be patient, I suppose, because when you're starting off on Twitch, the possibilities are endless. You know, you could take, for example, like you could end up being a variety streamer, and you could do a number of things, like you could stream games, or you could play music, or you could do like art streams.
Welcome
You could go down that route, or you
Mishmash
could make it more
TV.
focused. And it's easy for you to jump back and forth in the beginning because you're like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. But if you're patient, then eventually it focuses and it narrows down to what you actually feel comfortable doing, and then everything just kind of, or in some cases it just falls into place. Now, other times you do need to set a focus. I would think that's generally how it worked for my streams. I would, I'm a pretty like a focused guy, and I'm more of a like technical, organized kind of guy. So have to I have to set some kind of standard for my stream, set some kind of focus for my stream, or otherwise I don't even know where I'm gonna go. So I guess it's just a matter of being patient, but also seeing what others are doing and maybe see if that works for you, and then maybe it'll just, when it focuses in after a long period of time, then you'll end up knowing what you're gonna do.
Good answer. Anybody else?
Yeah, for me, a lot of it actually came organically because I very much did not know. Again, I was learning a bunch of different things at the same time as far as with streaming, why people are like, because for me, like as an outsider looking in, I was like, I don't understand why people will watch somebody else play video games. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. I was like, well, I would just go play the video games, But then when I started hanging out in streams and getting to know people and stuff, I was like, again, it's like, I don't care what a person's playing. I'm not there to really, per se, watch a person play a particular game. I'm there because I enjoy them as a person, or I enjoy the community and stuff. And a lot of that came, down to what I guess what that niche kind of is, because I don't really feel like I have, like, I play a lot of FPSs, but I've gone and done a photo shoot and then come back and had the models come back, and we did a live stream, going through and doing the selections, kind of like Tumble was saying. It's like it's our channel. It's a platform to be able to really create anything that you want to be able to collaborate with other people, and who knows, I mean, we're still very much on the ground floor, I feel, as far as with this digital space, working in these different platforms and what we can truly do. So that's like, I feel like very much finding that niche happened organically within the community and the people. Like my people are our community is the Itty Bitty Smitty Committee. Somebody suggested that to me. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm not that creative. Somebody else said, "How is this not the Itty Bitty Smitty Committee?" And I was like, "You right. How is this not? Because it is right now." That was like, I'm not that, So
Yeah.
it's just having fun and meeting. Like for me, it's very much just meeting good people, playing video games with people, and having a good time. And I feel like a lot of people, especially within here in Mishmash, a lot of people share that kind of ideal of just, look, man, we're just people doing some things and stuff, and we enjoy other good people.
Yeah, definitely. Boz, you wanted to add something to that?
Yeah, for me, like, pretty much, like, I wasn't really going for anything. I was just playing stuff. And then people were saying, like, when I play GeoGuessr, I have that acoustic indie folk music going on.
Welcome to the
just, like,
Mishmash
super
family.
chill, and like, it was pretty much people that like told me what my niche was, and like, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm not going to like try to fit into anything, but
Welcome
I
to
feel
the
like that's a pretty
Mishmash
good
family.
reflection of how I am IRL. So just kind of being yourself, and then the people that like it are going to keep showing up.
It's true.
Welcome. Just to say
the
thank you
Mishmash
to
family.
T Potato in chat for gifting 5 subs to the community. Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate that. What
Yeah,
a
we
baller.
really
Can we,
appreciate that.
Can we
Thank
get
you
some
guys.
hype and chat for T Potato,
Hype,
please?
Welcome to the Mishmash
I
family.
50 subs. You're a maniac. Thank you
Let's
guys
go.
again. I appreciate all the raids, all the hosts, guys. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. We appreciate all the support for the channel. It's going back into the channel to try to make this
Welcome to the Mishmash
as great of a production as we
family.
can, especially with all these amazing content creators. So thank you guys so much for the support. We really appreciate it.
Did anybody else want to add into that question about finding your niche that hasn't? We'll move on to the next question.
Okay, this one's a little bit of a long question, but it's to Calvin.
Welcome to the
Gabriel,
Mishmash
thank you for the
family.
question. Did T Potato?
Did he just do another 5 subs?
Yeah,
what?
another 5. Can
I
you
yell
guys
at him all the time when he does this. I'm
Wait,
like,
so
oh my
T
gosh.
Potatoes from you?
Welcome to the
yeah, he's one of my
This is
mods.
your fault.
He's OG in terms of my streams.
Oh
like,
my
back into
gosh.
2015.
T Potato.
Can we please, yeah,
Thank
T, that's
you.
crazy. Can we please get some love and chat and some hype and chat for T Potato for the support? That's
Welcome
10
to the
gifted
Mishmash
subs.
That's
family.
amazing.
Insane.
Crazy.
Maniac.
Seriously, thank you
my
so
friend.
much.
I
Tom,
appreciate it.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
What's niche?
It's
Welcome to the
I have no
Mishmash
idea what that
family.
was, so that's why I
I'm
didn't
sorry, I
know.
just need to laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
I
I
love
have no
you,
idea
dude.
what it was.
I love
So
you.
that's why I was
dude.
like,
It's like your own
Welcome to
little
the
group,
Mishmash
your own little
family.
like collective. Like if you got like a style or something like that, it's your niche. So it's like when you find yourself playing like COD and like that's what you play on stream and people recognize you for it, COD is your niche. It's kind of like your style on stream and stuff. Yeah.
okay.
I love you, dude. I love you, dude.
I had no idea what it was, so I was sitting over like,
Still love you, dude. You're the best. You guys are great. All right, Giblip's question, a little long, but we're gonna see if we can get this. So, question, this is for Calvin, but anyone can also answer. Calvin, you ready for this, man?
Let's do it.
Since music and performance arts on Twitch is usually overlooked when people look for things to watch, how do you feel about Watsky, a rapper who yesterday broke a Guinness World Record for freestyle rapping for 33 hours, especially in the sense of bringing a lot of attention to the category on Twitch? 33 hours, that's crazy. I guess what Giblip's trying to say is, how do you feel about I guess the music and performance arts category on Twitch kind of being overlooked and not getting a lot of attention, and then somebody bringing that attention to the category. Hopefully
Well,
that.
first off, just the fact that Watsky was rapping for 33 hours, that means that he'd be able to watch Endgame like over 12 times nonstop. But in terms of that category being overlooked and how that helped like bring it into the limelight, I think that it's really cool when moments like that happen, when you have like the underdog element, and there's somebody that was once an underdog that now has all of this exposure and has all of these resources at their disposal, instead of what you would possibly probably assume that they would do and just go off on their own and do their own thing and not come back and try to help the community. Here they are coming right back at it with a wave of those resources and the everything, and it helps the other underdogs feel like, okay, we can do this. If he did it, then we can do it too. And then there are other people who are looking up to them who are saying, oh, if those guys can do it, then we can do it too. And then just the network just keeps expanding and it just keeps expanding, and everybody starts to go up a level. And it's really cool to see stuff like that. It's kind of like with like when you're thinking about I had a gig one time, and I was playing a private party, and there was an older gentleman who asked me, okay, so what do you do for work? And I said, well, I play music. I'm a performer, and I also record music. And then he said, well, but that's nice and all, but what do you actually do for work? And it's like, well, this is what I do. This is my career. And with like music, and you compare it to, I guess, like other jobs that are, I guess, stereotypically, actual jobs. Music as a performance, as an experience, as an art form, it gets kind of overlooked. And so when you have bigger musicians that put that spotlight on musicians that didn't get it or probably wouldn't feel like they'd ever get it, now it gives them an opportunity to say, you know what, let's do this. Let's show everybody that music can be a career, it can be a performance, it can be an experience, it can be all of these things. And it's really cool. So pretty much to tie it back around, that's really cool. And I think that there might be, I don't know if there are other categories on Twitch that don't get as much limelight as music and performing arts, but I feel like if there are performers and whatnot like that are gonna that will end up helping those categories, then who knows what will happen next? Who knows what will happen with Twitch next? I mean, it's just really cool to see all those smaller categories get the kind of spotlight that they deserve.
Yeah, definitely. I think the good thing about it too is like the more that it continues to grow the music and performance arts channel, I mean, like I'm sure like collabs and all that stuff with like big names will probably bring a lot more attention to it as well. It's like a new way to really be able to communicate with other musicians and have a bigger audience and stuff on the internet, which is nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
For sure.
Okay, so this next question.
Wait, hold on. Wlidey, did you want to add anything?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Wlidey.
I was just gonna say, with music recently, with the whole COVID thing, I think music's gotten a lot of like a huge boost lately. That's really cool to see because there's so many musicians that like live day to day trying to find like ways to make money, and with the whole COVID thing, all that stuff shut down. And so like I know SoundCloud was doing stuff, getting people onto Twitch, and then all these huge names getting onto Twitch, doing concerts on Twitch. I think it's gotten a lot of I don't know what's the spotlight. It's been in the spotlight recently, and it's gotten a huge boost, which is really, really cool to see. I don't know. I think I'm not really in the music category, but I've seen some awesome growth there. Cool.
Can I actually add on top of that, Katie, before we move on?
Definitely.
I got a quick question for the musicians, Calvin, Wlidey. I know you guys do music on your channels and stuff. How do you guys feel like having more people come onto the stream with the whole quarantine or the COVID situation, more people coming into performing arts and stuff is going to affect the growth for other channels, for musicians that are on here trying to earn like a full-time living and stuff through music?
Especially like the ones who are already world renowned, playing here, and like, do you feel like they're gonna take away, your smaller communities' chances of growing? Sorry, Kov.
No, it's fine.
I mean,
Wlidey, I don't know if you can, if you want.
Yeah, I guess I mean I feel like definitely for the bigger names, I think once COVID kind of passes, I think a lot of them will be fairly busy, and there's not going to be a ton of streams. But right now, like they're definitely bringing a lot of I think it's really great because I think they're bringing a lot of new people into the space of Twitch, and like, hey, this is Twitch, and like, welcome, like this is what it is. And there's like a lot of these producers and stuff, they knew nothing about Twitch like 3 weeks ago, and then now they're like diving in the deep end. They love it. Some of them are gonna definitely continue on, but some of them are just gonna potentially bring in a bunch of new viewers and people, and then probably just be too busy to do it because streaming takes a lot of time. But then again, a lot of them are paying people to help them make it happen. So I don't know. I think you're going to get a lot more viewers, but it's also, I think, going to be a lot more saturated, which, I mean, I don't know. Time will tell.
Apart from like the bigger streamers, like Kov and I, since we had been, looking across Twitch, we saw a lot of people who were musicians who were pretty good, but they just started within the last 4 weeks.
Family.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben with the 10 gifted subs.
What?
Ooh.
Jeez, my Ben.
Dude, okay.
Welcome
Ben,
to the Mishmash family.
can we just do a huge shout out for Ben, because he came on a raid to my channel 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago.
I was there.
And then I took
Welcome
him
to the Mishmash
with me to
family.
Wlidey. He gifted in my channel. He gifted in Wlidey's channel. I've seen him. He was gifted in the Mishmash channel. Like, holy, oh my gosh, what is happening right now?
Jesus, and my channel.
Ninjas as well.
Guys.
Guys, I just want to give shout outs to all these really supportive people.
Gosh.
These are this is amazing. This is amazing.
Yes.
Like Kov said earlier, all of your support, guys, goes back into the channel and just makes all of this that much better. So thank you guys so much.
We appreciate Anarchic Ninja, another devoted follower, loyal follower, great person, super nice. We actually got introduced through Wlidey, so
channel
thank you so
mod.
much.
Welcome to the Mishmash
Yes, and
family.
channel mod, newly modded channel mod.
Yes, nice.
Shout out. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate it. Ben, thank you so much for the gifted subs, and thank you so much, Anarchic Ninja, for the gifted subs as well. You guys are amazing.
Welcome
all
to
of
the
you guys in the
Mishmash
chat,
family.
thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here and supporting the channel.
Dang, dude.
I wanted to go back to what Wlidey was saying real quick, and I think the most important thing, and I don't want to sound like a downer or be negative about it, but
Welcome
with
to the
everybody, all the
Mishmash
big
family.
names and the big producers bringing more people in, that's great because it's, obviously a lot more viewers that you guys are going to be able to grab. You guys.
What was that?
Who was that?
Dude, was that somebody that actually just like ripped one, or was that a joke, Wlidey?
Was that
don't say my name, dude.
Was that a
was
sound
not
effect?
me.
Wlidey, was that a sound effect, or did somebody just fucking fart?
I don't know, I'm
Welcome
gonna
to
go
the
back and clip
Mishmash
that and make a
family.
banger out of more viewers you can grab. I'm pretty
Guys,
sure that's
please,
what you said, right?
please go follow Wlidey because you know that banger is gonna be crazy. That part is amazing. I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying you don't want to be a downer, but
Yeah, not a downer, but I think with all the producers and stuff bringing more people in and more viewership into Twitch is great.
Welcome to
But
the
I think the most
Mishmash
important thing, and I
family.
think the thing that Katie and I saw when we were, recruiting for this channel is like, the streamers and stuff that aren't hitting like 100, 200, 300,000, K viewers
Welcome
and
to
stuff
the
like that. The
Mishmash
smaller
family.
channels have a lot of personality because they do all this stuff on their own, put a lot of time and effort into their channel, and really have like a personality when it comes to their channel instead of, somebody with like a bunch of money and a bunch of viewers
Welcome
from
to the
another
Mishmash
platform
family.
coming in and just doing something for the sake of doing it. And I think that's why we appreciate all of our content creators, because they all bring something super special and they've all worked on their channel a lot to make it, something that's very entertaining
Welcome
and
to
really
the
awesome.
Mishmash family.
So
Yeah. And
anyways,
the
that's it.
people who love it will stick around. The people who don't are gonna just kind of do it for a bit, and then it'll be a fad for them, and they'll be done.
Yeah.
So
That's-
stick around
that's
if
for
you
sure.
love it, because
It's only
I'll hang
going
out
up
with
from
you.
here, baby.
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
did you want to
Welcome
add
to the
anything,
Mishmash
Calvin?
family.
Well, I feel like Calvin and Wlidey pretty much covered all the bases. I'd pretty much just be stacking the same stuff on top of them. But yeah, it's pretty much like I guess like I don't know if you're thinking about music studios, for example. You have these giant music studios and they're run by like the biggest teams, and they have a lot of money and resources pooled into their artists and whatnot, and they can help this artist make this amount of music videos and
Welcome to the
marketing is
Mishmash
fantastic
family.
and everything. But when you look at it, you're thinking, okay, so that's kind of music-y big business, compared to like smaller home studios. With home studios, for one thing, you get to customize it the way that you want to customize it, and so that's already putting your own blood, sweat, and tears into it. And then when you're helping other artists, you're already thinking, okay, well,
Welcome to
we don't have this
Mishmash
big budget studio,
TV.
but we can still make something fantastic. And it's been working out for years. How these smaller studios have been
Welcome
able
to
do
the
that. So I
Mishmash
think,
family.
yeah, with a lot of these bigger musicians coming into Twitch and whatnot, yes, they're bringing a lot of people, and they have a lot of resources at their disposal that we smaller
Welcome to the
broadcasters might
Mishmash
be able to benefit
family.
from. But it can be a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's a
We'll
good
move on
point.
to the next questions here, but
just-
before we
Welcome
do
to
that,
the Mishmash family.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, holy moly, holy mother of moly.
We
okay,
got Tea Potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wlidey, Ben gifted
Welcome
10 more
to the
subs, and you want to take the
Mishmash
rest,
family.
Kov?
Yeah, well, we got, I don't know if we got Tea Potato with the tier 1 subs.
Yeah.
Master K, dude, thank you so much. Tea Potato. A follower and a mod from TumbledoreZ. Thank you so much, dude. We appreciate
Welcome
the
to the
support.
Mishmash family.
Also did 2,000 bits too.
Yeah, we got more. We got Black Widow. Thank you so much for the tier 1 gifted sub to the Mishmash community. We appreciate that as well. Or is that the same one? To Inferior
Welcome to the
13. Thank you,
Mishmash
Black Widow.
family.
Appreciate it, Lottie. Ben with a 10 gifted. My man, what is
That's
that?
like 20 from Ben.
Jeez.
I got a cookie.
Thank you so much, my friend. We appreciate it. Guys, we're at level 5 hype train at 84%
Welcome
right
to
now.
the Mishmash
We're at a hype
Thank you
train right now?
We got a hype train at level
Yeah.
5 right now. Thank you
And
guys.
Ninja just gifted another sub to Ava.
T Potato with the 2,000 bits. Thank you so much for that. We
Oh my
appreciate the support on the
God.
channel.
Welcome to the Mishmash family.
Anarchic Ninja, thank you so much for the tier 1 gifted
Oh my
sub as
God,
well.
what is
You guys are
happening right
insane.
now?
Jesus Christ, dude. Ben.
Wait, stop. T Potato, 500 bits. Ben has now gifted 31 subs in the channel. 10 more subs.
T Potato, thank you so much for the 500 bits. We appreciate the
What's going
support.
on?
Joe with
Ben.
the 5.
Ben, thank you so
Welcome
much
to
for
the
the
Mishmash family.
10 tier 1. You guys are insane. We're at 227%, 28, 29%. You guys are crazy right now. Joe, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Guys,
a long time mod and a long time
thank
friend of the
you.
channel as well.
Thank you
my
so
friend.
much.
We appreciate it. Guys, oh my gosh.
God, like,
dude.
what is
Guys, save your
happening?
money, please. Just say, okay. Guys,
Mom Noms just gifted 5 gifted subs to the channel. Thank you so much, Mom Noms.
we appreciate it,
Welcome
Mom
to the
Noms.
Mishmash
Thank you
family.
again. Guys, please, we appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Don't feel obligated, please.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate all the
much.
donations. You guys are wonderful.
Lauren, thank you for the bitty
thank you.
bits.
Thank you,
So
Mom,
is
for the
this
bits.
is this quarantine with the sub gifters?
I
I
guess that's
think
what it
so. I
is.
think this is quarantine with the sub gifters. This is
Guys,
insane,
you are
guys.
going nuts in chat right now.
Going
This is
for
insane.
1,000 level 5. Oh my gosh.
Anarchic
Well,
with
Guys,
the 4.
this is
Thank you so
amazing. Again,
much.
just to remind people, like, everybody who supports, it goes right back into the channel, and it helps make this channel and all of our creators look better and better, so we can get
Welcome
more
to the
people coming in
Mishmash
here
family.
and recognizing these amazing creators. So thank you again so much for supporting the channel, for supporting all of our wonderful creators here. It literally means the world to all of us. Thank you.
We love you guys.
Very, very much. Tab,
Welcome
I
to the
appreciate you being
Mishmash
here,
family.
dude. Good to see you again. Miles, thank you for the bit, dude. You're awesome. You're amazing. Guys, thank you so much. Again, this wouldn't have been possible, especially for the creators, or especially for us, without the
Welcome
creators.
to
So
the
show some love and
Mishmash
Jesus,
family.
Ben.
Oh
You're
my
insane,
God.
dude. Happening. Ben, what-
Ben,
Ben, what
really,
are you
dude?
doing?
41 gifted subs in the channel, 10 more gifted subs, Ben?
Oh
Ben!
my gosh, dude.
Welcome
Ben,
to the
save
Mishmash
your
family.
money,
Ben,
dude.
Hambino, you gifted while you were here. Hambino, what are you doing behind the chair? What's going on?
Didn't even see him.
Hambino, you gifted a sub while you're on the stream? Oh my gosh.
Campino, you're crazy. Ben,
Dude, I
thank you
felt
so much.
obligated.
No.
I don't know.
Ben literally
Guys,
just
guys,
gifted
guys,
like
the motion
41
is going
subs in
around.
like the last 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ, dude. Ben, thank you so much for the support. All you
Welcome
guys
to the Mishmash
supporting the
family.
channel.
Tumbledore with that one,
iamHambinoTV.
with that one bitty.
I had apparently one bit.
Smitty, guys, what are you doing?
Wow.
Smitty, what are you doing?
Smitty,
Welcome
stop.
to the
Smitty, what are you
Mishmash
doing?
family.
No!
You're a
My
creator,
gosh.
guys. What are you doing?
Insane. Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
Smitty, thank you for the 10
Black
gifted
Widow, Lottie with
subs.
1,000 too.
I'm about to drop
T
it.
Team
Potato.
Potato
Guys,
just did another 1,000.
guys, what are you doing right now?
Going on here?
Tumbledore's with the one bitty.
Let's go, Tumble. Let's go.
Welcome to the Mishmash family.
Dude, you guys are ridiculous right now. Thank you guys so much.
This is
for the
amazing.
support.
Thank you guys. Yes.
What?
I think we're going on level 5 strong.
405%. This is a
Jesus
record.
Christ.
We beat level
Welcome
5?
You guys are
to
insane
Mishmash
right now.
TV.
59 subs.
Please don't tell me this keeps going. I really hope this doesn't keep going.
Ninjas, thank you for the bitty
And our
bits.
kick for the 14. Thank you so much. Great work. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Okay. Thank you
Welcome
guys,
to
the
the
community, so
Mishmash
much for
family.
being so
Wait.
supportive of this project. It's been insane. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. And you need to thank the creators, for one, because these guys are amazing, putting on a show every single freaking day. Thank you, creators. Love and chat
Welcome
for the
to the
creators.
Mishmash family.
And especially for the community and our mods on the channel, because you guys are insane. Hanging out every day, hanging out in the chats, talking to the creators, getting to know all of them. Calvin, what are you doing,
What are you
dude?
guys doing? You guys are creators. What are you doing? This is your channel. What are you doing? insane.
That wasn't
literally
what are
insane.
you talking
right
about?
now.
That wasn't me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's going on? That
Oh
wasn't
my
me.
God, I can't believe you
Oh, yeah,
guys
it's
right
the
now.
other Calvin Thomas.
We literally wait.
Welcome
What
to
is
the
it at
Mishmash
now?
family.
Tumble with the one.
Holy crap! We're
We
at
still-
295 subscribers right now.
Jesus God.
At 477
Welcome
followers.
to the Mishmash family.
I think we're gonna need to
Every
turn off
follower.
subs for a sec because I'm not gonna get anything out of my mouth, man.
You gotta what?
guys
Wait,
are
what did you say,
insane with this
Kov?
support right now.
What did you
That's
say?
nuts. I said we have to probably turn off subs or something for a sec. I'm not gonna get anything out of my
Welcome
mouth
to
right
the
now.
Mishmash
Almost
family.
300 subs. We're at 295 right now. Oh
Shoot,
my
really?
gosh. You guys are
295 will not
insane.
do. Ben, you've done enough. You have
Yeah.
done enough.
Too much, guys. We thank you so much for the
That's
support.
Welcome
Thank you,
to the
Tumble, for
Mishmash
the extra
family.
one. We appreciate you guys.
Seriously, guys, you guys are amazing. Like, this is anything beyond what Kov and I have expected for the first 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah, you guys are.
Oh.
Ben, what are you? Okay, somebody get
We
Ben.
are at 300.
Somebody ban
We
Ben
are
right now.
literally
He
at
needs to get
300
his wallet.
subs.
Ben, what are you doing right now?
do you know how
Mishmash
crazy that is?
Ben-
Wait, Mom
Oh my
Noms.
gosh.
Do you know how crazy
Guys.
that is to be at 305 subs in the first 2 weeks of streaming on this variety channel? This is literally, I mean, Kov, like, this is more than we expected, right?
Welcome
This
to
is
the-
Yeah,
insane.
we appreciate you guys
We-
doing this, but please don't.
So much. We appreciate you guys,
Guys,
so much. Thank you guys
we-
so very much.
The support is amazing. I didn't expect to have this many people on the channel hanging out with us, but we appreciate all you guys in chat. Those of you guys watching, those of you guys supporting the creators, hanging out with us, gifting bits, gifting subs, subbing to the channel. We appreciate it very much. We got a lot of things coming to the channel very soon. Our next week is going to be a special week too for the creators, so you guys do stick around for that. But we appreciate all the support, guys. We're almost at 500 followers, and that's
It's
insane.
crazy.
Thank
and
you.
Something I just want to
Go
say
ahead.
too, for everybody who's donating and gifting subs and giving biddies and all of that, like, thank you so much. But don't ever feel bad that you can't do that. Like, if you're in the chat and you're like, man, I don't ever feel bad about that, because
Welcome to the
everybody
Mishmash
serves a
family.
certain purpose in a stream community. Whether you're a lurker, whether you're a chatter, whether you are supportive financially, and all of them matter equally. You guys are amazing. I mean, we definitely very much appreciate the people who
Welcome
do
to the
support
Mishmash
financially,
family.
but I just don't want people to feel bad if you're not able to, because we love you guys so much, so very much. So thank you again.
You guys just being here is awesome. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us every day. We love
Welcome
you
to
guys
the
very
Mishmash
much.
family.
You guys should definitely join the Discord because our family over there is insane.
Yes, please
super,
join
super
the
great, super
Discord.
friendly.
Um,
But thank you guys again for all the gifted subs and the bits. You guys are awesome, and thank you so much for the support and hanging out with us, hanging out with us on the channel and talking with us. I think we should get on to the few questions because I think we kind of lost track of that.
Yeah,
But thank you guys
well,
again
okay.
for the support.
so this next question, Kov,
Welcome
I
to the
think
Mishmash
I'm
family.
gonna ask it to you, okay? So
Me?
yeah, so it's from Crow, and it says, was there a core concept behind the creation of the channel? If so, what is it? So it's to us.
Well,
Welcome to the
Yeah, so
Mishmash
this
family.
goes into a lot. Katie and I have talked about this a lot when we were streaming, when I was into streaming, when she got me into streaming, and then when she was streaming as well. But what we notice is that, you know, in our community and just
Welcome to the
going
Mishmash
around
family.
Twitch and hearing it from other creators as well, talking to them, that discoverability is a huge problem on Twitch. A lot of the time people have to go to other platforms like Reddit, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that to
Welcome to
promote
the
themselves
Mishmash
because
family.
again, there is the browse page, there is a discover page and stuff like that on Twitch, but again, it doesn't showcase a lot of the great talent for the smaller streamers, medium-sized streamers and stuff like that. It's usually just showcasing a lot of the bigger streamers and like top talent on Twitch. And so the reason that we decided to do Mishmash is because we thought, you know, there's a lot of hardworking individuals that come onto Twitch. You know, the production value is amazing. You know,
Welcome
the
to the
talent is
Mishmash family.
amazing. They're great people, super nice, super kind, build great communities, and they don't get enough recognition on the platform. So the reason we decided to do Mishmash is because we wanted to showcase those streamers and make sure that they
Welcome
have
to
a
the
platform
Mishmash
where they can get the
family.
exposure that they need. So the people that work really hard, like all these creators here on the channel here on this screen, as well as the people in our Discord and everybody that's streaming on Mishmash, get the exposure they deserve. So, you know, they can make a living off of it if this is something that they want to do full time. And that's essentially why we decided that we wanted to do Mishmash. And we thought it'd be a great idea and it'd be a lot of fun growing something like this with especially all of these creators that are so
Welcome to
you
the
know,
Mishmash
talented,
family.
wonderful, super awesome people too.
Mhm.
Again, super friendly, super nice.
Yeah, it's been 5 months, I think, of it since we started talking about it.
Yeah, we've been in it for
Welcome
a while.
to the
It took a long
family.
time. I mean, being able to recruit everybody, and Katie and I have talked to the creators about it, but we scoured through Twitch for like months trying to find these guys.
Hundreds
So
of
these
people.
guys are,
The real
top
deal.
notch.
Welcome to the Mishmash
Yeah.
Can I just say something real quick too? I totally thought it was a scam at first. I was like, "What is this? What is this? Nah, what is this? Let me do a little investigating."
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Welcome to the Mishmash
Told ya.
family.
yeah, it was something insane thinking about how we were gonna get all these guys, because literally we didn't want to go and advertise and stuff and chat, because there's etiquette to this stuff, and we literally
the Mishmash family.
whispered like pretty much every single one of them, and we tried to make like the least creepy and the
we did
least body sounding
visions.
invite ever. Katie
you wanna
was
join?
handling a lot of that.
Yeah, I literally just like whispered
Welcome
all
to
these
the
people, and I'm sure
Mishmash
people like, who's this
family.
crazy person
Yeah.
scamming me?
He said, "Do you like candy?" I was like, "Ooh, you've got my attention."
Somebody say candy.
Welcome to the
Black
Mishmash
Widow says
family.
Cobb sliding into those DMs. No, Katie did a lot of the sliding into the DMs, and she did a great job because we've got amazing people on this channel. So, round of applause for Katie
Round of applause for
sliding into those
Welcome
DMs.
to the
Thanks,
Mishmash
guys.
family.
I'm so glad to get round of applause for sliding DMs. Round of applause though for Kov, because a lot of the stuff that you guys don't see is on the back end, and it's a lot of stuff, and he deals there's a lot of stuff going on, stuff that like I try to learn, but he just he's more capable of it, just tech stuff and everything. And so really big round of applause for him, because this channel would not be running if he was not also
Welcome
running
to the
it.
Mishmash family.
Can we also get a shout out for the creators too? Because we honestly wouldn't have this channel unless we had the amazing talent on the channel as well.
Can we just give a round of applause for like all the
Yeah,
people right here?
let's
Just like
go.
all like 60 of us. Can we just
There we
like
go.
aw, Lottie, thank you so
Black
much for
Widow
those
with the
bits.
1,000 bits. Again, thank you so much, Lottie. We appreciate you. Thank you for the support. Breaking the internet, and I didn't read the rest of it. I couldn't see it.
That's pretty much it.
T Potato with the 1,000 again. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate the support. Also, a big shout out to all of the mods, because these guys are literally modding. What is it, like 12 hours every day, making sure that the chat is safe and troll free. These guys are insane. I'm spending hours with these guys in mod chat, and they're doing such a great job modding this channel. Love to you, mods. Thank you guys so much.
I love mods.
Should we move on? Thank you again, T Potato, and thank you so much, Black Widow, for
Yeah.
those bits. Thank you, Anarchic Ninja, as well. We appreciate you guys.
2 more
Welcome
questions
to the Mishmash
here.
family.
This one is for. Do you want to take this one, Koff?
Yeah, this one, Arctic Blue Jay. Calvin, what music do you like to listen to? I'd like to also know the creators too. Everybody on the screen too. After Calvin's done.
It's a pretty interesting mix. I like, for example, I like to listen to Brazilian jazz.
Welcome to the
But
Mishmash
then
family.
I also really enjoy like technical, like death metal. I like to listen to singer-songwriter and play singer-songwriter in
Welcome
folk,
to
but
the
then I also
Mishmash
listen
family.
to like hard rock and post-hardcore. So it's a pretty interesting mix of stuff. But I generally perform like singer-songwriter, folk, 70s.
Welcome to the Mishmash family.
And, like jazz as well. So those are probably the main ones.
Smitty, what do you like to listen to?
Funny story too. Actually, one of my favorite artists is Citizen Cope. Dude from originally New York, very kind of blue soul feel to it, and he did a 3-day tour here last weekend. Checked it out, but I paid the extra to do a 15-minute Zoom call with him. And I was like, I don't know if this is weird to do this, but I totally did it, and it was freaking amazing. It was a great conversation, and yeah,
Welcome
Citizen
to
Cope, check him
Mishmash
out.
TV.
Stuff, man.
Awesome. Miles, how about you?
A little of everything for the most part. A lot of like indie folk, like pop rock
Welcome to
kind
the
of thing. I
Mishmash
get into
family.
underground rap. Pretty much everything that isn't screamo, old slow country, dubstep, and the super
Welcome
classical.
to the
But then I still listen
Mishmash
to like
family.
video game movie score music. So yeah, everything.
Nice.
Tumble?
I would say like a lot of like hipstery garage rock type stuff.
Welcome to the
A lot
Mishmash
of like
family.
local bands I would check out when you were able to actually go outside.
Yeah.
And then like I guess Sufjan Stevens is my all-time favorite.
Oh, yes.
I've seen him live like so
Welcome
many
to
times.
the Mishmash family.
Wlidey?
Oh, I don't listen to music.
Okay. Moving on.
He makes music.
There you go.
Welcome to the Mishmash
Katie,
family.
what about you?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I like a bunch of them. I literally like all music except for screamo. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I like all
Welcome
sorts of
to the
stuff.
Mishmash family.
Hambino, how about you?
I like I like listening to like country music a lot.
Yeah.
I really
Welcome
do.
to the Mishmash
I'm
family.
born and raised country, so I like country music, classic rock. I listen to like
to the
smooth jazz in the morning on my way to work. I don't know why. Don't know.
Relaxing.
I just love listening to like smooth jazz. Like it's like the type of jazz you listen to like when you're like in a fancy restaurant and then like you hear the like saxophone going and stuff like that. And then like I'll listen to like rap and hip hop and all that. Like I listen to just about anything. My favorites are country, classic rock,
to the Mishmash
mostly.
family.
Kov?
It's Wildey's Pop and Cheese. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite song ever. You guys, please go check out.
Gosh,
Go-
that's so crazy.
What's the command in your channel right now, Wildey, for Pop and Cheese? Is it
Cheese
exclamation point Cheese Tub?
Yeah, it's-
guys, if you're not following Wildey, please go spam
Cheese
exclamation
Tub.
point Cheese Tub in his channel when he goes live. All right, you guys will know my favorite song then.
Speaking of Wlidey, our next question is directed at Smitty, Miles, and Wlidey. How do you get your beards ever so glorious?
I'm gonna let the long beard start out here.
The long beard? I feel like we should also bring, cause Tumble's got like 5 o'clock shadow going on.
Yeah, it doesn't grow out very well, but I get the shadow.
You get the shadow.
Well kept, very well
Yeah,
kept.
yeah. Wlidey, tell us about your beard.
The first step to a good beard is neglect and laziness. And then you have to go through this phase of where you feel like, oh, this is really itchy and uncomfortable. It's kind of like that point in a relationship where you realize that you got to put some effort in, right? And you got to put up with some things to make the relationship work. Once you get past that phase, then you got to moisturize. And at that point, you should be able to fit it in your mouth.
Oh.
I can fit the whole beard in my mouth.
Do you do it a lot?
But no, you should use moisturizer in the shower. You should start washing it and stuff at that point. And then after that, then you got to get it trimmed because you get the split ends and stuff, and then you start looking like a hobo. Which, I mean, maybe that's your thing. It's up to you. But that's what I do. And oil, a little bit, just a little bit of oil.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, basically, and I have I've never gone that long. I was asking him how long he'd been growing it for, and he said a couple of years now. I've never made it that far. It starts tickling my nose and stuff like that. It starts interacting with my nose hairs. That's uncomfortable. But again, I'm more on the lazy phase where I'm just like, I don't really feel like shaving for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and let it ride. So I just let it ride until it then becomes uncomfortable because it's tickling my nose. And then I usually shave it. So that's kind of, but like oils, washing it, absolutely very important for a healthy beard.
Yeah, I got lucky, unlucky, whichever way you look at it. Early start, I got my mustache at about 5th grade. Beard was 8th grade. And then
You got a beard in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought you were getting all the ladies, man.
I wish. But, while it was just like this last December was the first time I was able to fit my beard in my mouth. And then It warmed up, and then I decided I should shave it off because it was warming up, and then it got cold immediately, and you regret it, and then I'm just never gonna be clean shaven again.
Nice. Cool.
That is quite the story.
Guys, we've gone a little bit over time just because we started a little bit late and we don't have anybody on till 8 o'clock. Hambino is going to be streaming at 8, so I think we could take one or two more questions.
We have one
and
more
we have an
question in
announcement
here.
too.
Yeah, we can take the last question we have from the mods. We appreciate all your questions, guys, so much.
Yeah, and thank you, mods, so much for grabbing those
Yes.
questions out of chat and putting there. We
This
love
is-
you guys very much. Thank you for all your hard work.
A good last question. You want to go for it?
Yes, another good question from Giblib. We should just go around for this one. Everybody can answer it. Knowing what you know about streaming, what is the advice you would give yourself when you started?
That's a
Smitty.
really good question.
Great question. Good job, Giblib. We can start with Smitty if you want.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Number one, make sure you unmute. Unmute.
Oh.
I don't know how many times I've gotten burned. I burned myself not unmuting. Whatever. Two, I would say it's okay to be yourself. And be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else, or unless that's your niche, being a character or something like that. But if you're on there just meeting people and stuff like that, don't be afraid to be yourself. Be personal. Let people get to know you and get to know other people. I feel like that has been my
Welcome to
biggest
Mishmash
deciding factor
TV.
as far as with that, and the success and growth that I've seen personally has just being open and getting to know people and collaborating and trying to create. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit. Don't limit yourself.
Calvin?
Solid.
You know what? It's actually interesting because, I think if I were to go back and tell myself, like, if once I started streaming on here, it would probably be something more on the lines of,
No.
you want to grow as a content creator, but don't grow too fast. Because if you do, you're gonna end up, you're gonna end up like it could be anything from like spending way too much money on stuff that you may not need for that you think you did need for your stream, to making a whole bunch of changes to your stream, and it's not keeping your stream consistent, like with the theme that you want or the kind of atmosphere that you want. I'm kind of piggybacking a little bit off of Smitty here, but basically go about this in your own way, and that also includes pacing yourself. As a streamer, you grow every day, but it's a slow process. But at the end of the day, you know that you've put everything you wanted into it, and you're not just doing this because, like this is the big thing. Everybody's doing this. I should definitely join. Join the hype train, if you will. And so it's best to just kind of pace yourself and not try to grow too quickly, because if you do, then it kind of makes the whole live streaming thing less appealing. You want to have fun with all of this at the end of the day, so you don't want to ruin it for yourself. So just pace yourself and go about this your own way.
Miles?
I'd probably go, one, be yourself. It's pretty obvious when people are trying to be someone that they're not. And if they can pull it off, great. A lot of people can't. The easiest, I still don't think I'm good at talking to people, but just being yourself, being as comfortable as you can be, at least in my experience, has been definitely the way to go. Yeah.
Humble?
I would say don't stop talking. Especially in the beginning, it's gonna kind of suck. Just having like really a non-existent chat for those first few streams, but you gotta just talk through it. Because like for me personally, if I click let's say a one viewer stream or something, and there's just silence throughout the whole thing, I'm probably not gonna stick around. But if I see some guy just like commentating, working on like his personality or her personality, that's when I would get more invested. I also think, yeah, invest in some good audio, and I also wouldn't be against like I think just taking like an improv class helps a lot too.
Wlidey?
If I could tell myself one thing when I first started, it'd probably be I guess I didn't realize how relational and community driven Twitch was when I first started. And if I could go back and tell myself one thing, it would be that Twitch is 100,000,000% all about people, community, and relationships. And if there's one thing that I wish I did way more of at the beginning, it would be getting to know other people in other streams and just like making friends. Really, like that. That to me is like basically the heart and soul of Twitch.
Ambino?
What I would tell myself would to be basically just like how Miles and everyone else said, just to be yourself, you know, because if you're not being yourself, then like, what are you doing? You know, I mean, it's just like keep striving, keep pushing. I know it's going to be hard at first, but the end results is going to be wonderful because then again you'll get, you know, relationships and friendships and everything along the way, and that'll definitely help out as well because I mean Mishmash has been awesome. You know, I mean all of you guys are great people. You know, you guys are like, I mean, we're just a big family, you know, just a big gaming family, like brothers and sisters, you know, and just to keep pushing and friendships and, you know, family ties.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting to know you guys, especially the fact that we've been running this thing and going for about 2 weeks now, we've been working with you guys pretty closely. And I think Katie and I both really agree that we really like working with you guys. You guys are an amazing bunch of people and creators. You guys are super awesome on top of your stuff. And, you know, watching your guys' streams makes Katie and I, you know, really enjoy that this whole thing is happening. You guys are a long part of it just because, you know, we didn't expect to get such awesome people along with us on this project and helping grow this channel and this community. So thank you, creators.
Yes, thank you guys. You guys are the real deal. And I absolutely love seeing you guys collabing and stuff and playing games together and talking with each other. It's really cool. Yeah.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
Don't just throw money at equipment. At this point, half of my streams are still straight from my Xbox, no overlay, no alerts, nothing. And my wallet is slightly more happy. I'm still in a ton of debt, but I'm in less debt.
That's a lot of really good advice.
One of the big things, people are coming for you. And the people that are there, it's not necessarily the bells and whistles. That stuff, that extra stuff is awesome. I absolutely love that stuff. But when you boil it down, it's really you as a person and everybody else out there. I feel like a lot of people are attracted to.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. It's very true. I think those are all the questions. We're about to end this off. Katie's about to make an announcement, guys, before we head out. I'd like to just take a quick minute to just thank everybody that gifted subs. T Potato, thank you so much. Ben, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Anarchic Ninja, thank you so much. Black Widow, thank you so much for the gifted subs as well. Joe, thank you. Mom Noms, thank you. Ben again, thank you. Hambino, thank you so much. We got Smitty. Smitty, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All the gifted bits too for T Potato, Black Widow, Tumble, thank you, my friend. CalvinThomasus Music, thank you again. Wlidey, thank you for the host, my friend. T Potato, thank you again. All you guys, we appreciate all the support that you guys are giving this channel. We're going to continue to put the money back into this so we can continue to get more and more awesome things coming your way, especially with these creators. We've got a lot in store, and these guys are willing to do a lot of stuff. I mean, not in a. I'm not gonna.
I mean, I wasn't thinking that way until you stopped.
You should have just kept going, man.
Don't
yeah.
Could've just kept going.
don't put ideas in Wlidey's head, all right?
Not saying it.
I'm just gonna stop talking, but I just want to say thank you so much to the creators for being so awesome, and thank you for being a part of this project and taking a chance with Mishmash TV. You guys are honestly making this an amazing experience. So Katie and I really want to thank you guys again.
Yes, thank you guys so very much.
Community members too, thank you so much. We love you guys. Appreciate it. Mods, thank you too. Katie, take it away.
Yeah, so we're gonna make a little announcement here. As you know, this channel has just taken off completely. It's crazy, and Kav and I are trying to figure out what's gonna make it run better. And so we have opened up applications for mods in our Discord. So if you guys are in the channel and you would be interested in being a channel mod for Mishmash TV, you can head over to the Discord, and it's going to be under Info, and it's going to say mod application. So anybody who's interested, please apply, and we'll be looking through those applications in the coming weeks. So that would be so awesome. Thank you guys.
And then lastly, guys, I don't know if you want to do the announcement for Twitter right now, or I should.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
One more announcement, guys. We've got a special event coming up on Monday. If you guys are not familiar, we have two friends of ours in chat that have a company called Kame.gg that we're doing a partnership with on Monday. If you guys aren't familiar, you guys should definitely go follow us on Twitter, check out the post, and go follow Kame.gg. We got an awesome announcement coming up for Monday. A little fun thing happening. You guys could possibly win a free game. So if you guys are interested, please go follow the Twitter. Get ready for that. It's coming up Monday the 11th again. Follow us on Twitter, join the Discord, join our socials, follow us on YouTube because we've got a lot of great highlights coming your way. And we want to thank you guys so much out in the community. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being so supportive. Thank you for everyone who gifted sub bits and sub to the channel. Shout out to the mods in chat, please. Can we get some mod love in chat one more time? Because you guys are amazing. You guys have been here every single day. You guys are crazy. Thank you guys so much. It's a different kind of channel, different kind of beast, and you guys are handling it elegantly.
Beautifully, yes.
And then one last shout out to our amazing creators. Smitty, thank you so much for being here. Calvin, thank you so much for being here. Msfan, thank you so much for being here. Tumbledore. Am I pronouncing it? Is it TumbledoreZ?
No, it's whatever you want. I know Twitch had for a while.
I saw somebody said something in the chat, and I feel like it's TumbledoreZ.
It's I interchange it. I do TumbledoreZ, or TumbledoreZ. I am dropping the Z soon. One of my mods as a joke a few months ago accidentally took the Tumbledore name, and it's gonna be available in like a month. So
nice.
I'm dropping that Z.
Okay, then I'll call you Tumble from now on because I don't want to butcher your name. But thank you so much, Tumbledore, for being here as well. Wlidey, good old Wlidey, good old iamHambinoTV. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule, streaming to come and hang out with us in the community and letting everybody get to know each other. Thank you, mods, for the shout outs. I appreciate it. Katie, is there anything you want to add before we hang out?
Just thank you guys so much again, and we will be seeing you all soon. Hambino is going to be streaming Call of Duty at 8 p.m. Pacific time. That is in less than 30 minutes, so go get some food, come back, hang out with Hambino while he does some COD. All right, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you guys all very shortly. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you again. Appreciate it.
Bye.